We're back. In today's episode, we're going to see if we can get the head off. I have my head puller with me. But first thing is, we're going to have to pull the car back a bit to change the rear left wheel because it won't go up with a pump any longer, even temporarily. So we're going to put the spare wheel on there. And then we're going to move it into the garage and bring the stag out so that we can work in the dry because we think it's likely to rain today. So we'll come back after we've got everything moved around. So the tyre's been replaced. We pulled it out with the Land Rover backwards. We then pushed it as far as here, and now we're going to use a winch to pull it in all the way. How my dad did this alone, I don't know. So we used this winch, pulled the front wheels in, and then I've been pushing from the back, my dad pulling from the front, and we got it in place. Okay, so I brought the head with me, and we're going to time lapse using that to see if it all comes off. We've been having a little bit of trouble getting the bolts on the front exhaust manifold. We've been worried about cross-threading it, but I think we're happy now. Yeah. So we'll try the bolts now. Okay, so I'm still having problems with the threads on the far side, and nothing's gripping. So we've got it up maybe a millimetre, I guess. Not enough to get a hacksaw in, certainly not enough to then have stud to get it out. Although, to be honest, the last one unscrewed very easily. So we're going to have a little think about what to do. I guess we've got a couple of choices. One is I can go off and buy some helicoil for it and more studs and drill it out. We could do that and then have another go. I think one option might be we take off the timing chain. Haven't looked at how to do that. And then because we know there's only one stud that's stuck, if we take the timing chain off, we might be able to rotate it enough to pull it free. But we'll have a little think about it. We decided to just have a look at the water pump before we continued. Do you want to give your sound effect again there, John? As we looked at that.
Ooh.
Oh my god. I mean, this could actually be why it's stuck.
It could indeed.
Wow, look at that. Let's go in close up for everyone. Look at just how vile that is. Wow. I didn't film it, but this I was just loosening the nut, or trying to, and the whole lot came out. So, I mean, is that looks like in there, John, it's rusted through actually.
Rusted through.
Here, this is meant to be solid, isn't it?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, I think so. That does not look like a... That doesn't look like a...
No, surely it's a channel of some sort, isn't it?
Well, look at how jagged the edges are. Oh, I don't know. Well, we'll find out. We'll work it out.
No, I should say that's meant to.
Okay.
Don't know.
I'm looking at the... Oh, okay, yeah, no, fine. Yeah, no, agreed. No, that's a channel, yeah. That's just me panicking. Ooh. Been a very disappointing day so far. I don't know if I've said this already, but these bolts are slipping again. And really what I need to do is I need to drill them all out and put in M10 helicoils. And then use new M10 bolts. But we discussed it and trying to drill it out just with a hand drill rather than the press and all kinds of stuff. We decided it was too difficult, so can't do it up here. So what we're going to try is we've gone out and bought a couple of M10 bolts, nuts and bolts. We're going to hold the nut underneath, put the bolt through so that they connect it up, and then we'll tighten it down by holding the nut in place and seeing how we get on, and seeing if we can get that to, pull off a little bit by doing that. Okay, we've had to drill out the holes, but we've now got both of those on, and we took out the middle one because we realised it was pressing against the head and not the stud, and it got bent like that. So we just need to put that far one in. We do have a bit of a gap the whole way along. We've tightened up number 4 a little bit. We'll see if we can get this going. Right, I know I didn't film it, but what we did in the end is we got pressure on all of them so that we had enough room here. We've got a screwdriver holding the gasket up to protect the head, and then we've been sawing through, and we just heard that pop, so we know it goes all the way through now. So we're about to take this lot off, and hopefully we'll be able to take out these studs and remove the head now. So back in a minute. So all the main parts are off. The final steps will just remove the top of the puller. Oh, actually no, we've got to move all the studs out as well.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about that. Oh, and we... no, this should pull off. Why isn't this coming off? These are free.
Take them off then.
That's free, that's free. That's free, that's free. They must be catching. They must be catching on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must be catching on the lip. Right, switch that off again. We'll bin that piece. Okay, time for the big reveal. Whoa, look at the water in there. Right, wow.
Or diesel fuel.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, maybe.
Yeah, so
It's also got the...
we wondered what had happened to that. So, is it fuel? Is it diesel?
I can't tell. It must be. It can't be water, can it?
You would have thought so. Yeah, I mean it's... So... I don't know what this is telling us. Apart from actually, what's it telling us? It's telling us that that's the one that is rusted solid. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because it's the one that's... And I mean, there's a little bit in here still as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's just not draining through. Yeah, is that right?
Looks like it.
Okay. So...
Is that alright? Oh, that's the stud, is it? Yeah. How are we going to get that?
Is that stud? Oh God, that's all we got left, is it? That's all we got left of our stud. How the heck are we... I can't even see where it is, actually, there. Boy, we really did cut it flat.
And we were above the gasket. No, we were below.
We
the
were below to
gasket,
protect the
yeah.
head, yeah. Okay, oh well. So, I guess a drill into it.
You have to drill and use an extractor.
Yeah, I might have that with me, I don't know. Okay, so what's that told us?
We've made some progress.
It's told we can get the bloody head off. So, and I mean, I don't know if you remember the other car, but these are a lot clearer than on the other one.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's good. Right. Just having a quick look at the valves. All right, and so these are rusted, solid. You know, they're pushed out, and we pushed them from the other side, and they just don't move at all. Some of this is all rusted up as well. So, yeah. Or maybe these are meant to be filled in.
Yeah, these are.
Every other one is filled in.
Yeah.
So yes, exhaust is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right.
So yeah. So we're going to go and have some tea, coffee, all that kind of stuff, and that's the stud. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, that's the stud we couldn't get out,
Oh yeah.
which we got to knock through. Yeah.
Mm.
And then somehow we've got to get it off the other. So that's going to be fun. Right, but that hasn't told us anything about why it's stuck, has it?
Well, the engine seized.
Yeah.
Not really. Well, it has, I think, because
It's told us it's there.
those piston rings aren't letting anything past.
Yes. Hmm. So my dad had a chat last night. My parents are going to be moving, and not quite sure yet, but in the next 2 or 3 months. We've got Christmas coming up, so I'm probably not going to get much chance to do a car visit in December. January they'll be then thicker moving and things like that. So the bad news is they're moving, and so that doesn't help. The good news is where they're moving to. Oh, the bad news is also that they're moving further away from me, which makes it harder, but that's fine. The good news is where they're moving to, he has a bigger garage, and so we'll be able to have this in there full time. That'll make it a bit easier. So what we're going to do here is to prepare this for moving is actually just put it all back together. So the head will go back on, the inlet manifold, the carbs, radiator, everything back on, and go from there. Prior to doing that, I'm going to just try to take out the stud on the head and in the block, and maybe have a little play with one of the valves just to see what it's like. Well, I put the exhaust manifold back on, the head back on, the inlet manifold and the carbs. The radiator and the air cleaner I've just bunged in the boot. I need to put the bonnet back on tomorrow. And I think that's it. Then it's ready for transport. So we will be coming back to this probably in 2 to 3 months now.